In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, the most powerful techniques are known as domain expansions. And here we are talking about top 10 domain expansions, which depend on their users, because there are few sorcerers and curses can actually use this ability, but those who can are some of the strongest in the series. This makes measuring the relative power level of these domain expansions a good indicator for the strength of the sorcerers themselves. At its core, a domain expansion serves as an extension of the user's cursed technique, enveloping a specific space within a protective barrier. By suffusing the space contained in the barrier with their innate domain, the wielder of the domain expansion can use their technique anywhere in that region, usually resulting in attacks that are guaranteed to hit their targets. However, some domain expansions can also grant their users other, more specific benefits. Here, we delve into the top 10 domain expansions in the Jujutsu Kaisen anime and manga, ranking them from the least to the most potent based on the capabilities of their users. Let's explore these awe-inspiring feats. Number 10. Dagon's Horizon of the Captivating Scandha. Dagon didn't have a lot of screen time during the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. He is an unregistered special grade cursed spirit under Mahito, who had a similar appearance to an octopus. Under the white cloth that he usually covers himself with, Dagon has muscular arms and a caterpillar-like body. His domain expansion is called the Horizon of the Captivating Scandha. Initially, Dagon's domain expansion, utilized by allies like Mahito, Jogo, and Hanami for sanctuary and repose, transformed the surroundings into a serene beach with tranquil waters upon activation. Despite its seemingly tranquil ambience, this domain held unexpected power. After evolving into a cursed spirit, Dagon's domain was then used against the Jujutsu sorcerers Meiki Zenin, Kento Nanami, and Nyobito Zenin. Despite having a calm domain, Dagon can create Shikigamis in the horizon of the captivating Scandha that can automatically hit his enemies. While his domain might not have attained the highest rank among Jujutsu Kaisen's most potent domain expansions, it undeniably posed a formidable threat, showcasing Dagon's might in the supernatural realm. Number 9. Naoyaya Zenin's Time Cell Moon Palace. Naoya, once killed by Maki in the Zenin clan massacre, he returned as a vengeful cursed spirit in the Culling game, intent on exacting his revenge. His new form boosted his abilities, making him faster than Maki. This also granted him a powerful new domain expansion Time Cell Moon Palace, which forced everyone inside it to move at 24 frames per second, or else get brutally attacked. While Maki was able to break through the technique given her heavenly restriction, it still is one of the strongest domain expansions in Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 8. Smallpox Deity's Graveyard Domain. Smallpox Deity is a cursed spirit summoned by Kenjaku to terrorize the Jujutsu sorcerer Mei Mei and her brother Yui. Why? It has a terrifying appearance due to its mouth, which has 2 large tusks and 2 muscular arms that are filled to the brim with pox bumps. The Smallpox Deity is incredibly powerful, as it was used by Kenjaku to test Mei Mei's strength. The Smallpox Deity's domain expansion Graveyard Domain traps an opponent inside and guarantees an automatic hit for the user. When this domain expansion combines forces with the deity's gravestone technique, even the mightiest Jujutsu sorcerers find themselves on the brink of demise. Being inside the domain and trapped by the gravestone technique can fulfill the conditions of the Smallpox Deity's powers and infect the victim with smallpox, leading to their death. Number 7. Yorozu's Threefold Affliction. Yorozu was a strong curse user, but Sukuna sadly took her life too soon. She had the ability to create things like armor and weapons, inspired by insects. Her special move, Threefold Affliction, was an extension of this power. It made sure that her constructed attacks hit her foes once they entered her special zone. Yorozu might be gone now, but she left a little something for Sukuna before she passed away. This suggests that her techniques and special move could make a comeback in the future. Number 6. Megumi Fushiguro's Chimera Shadow Garden. Megumi, as a 2nd grade sorcerer, achieved an impressive feat by conjuring his own domain expansion, the Chimera Shadow Garden. While it still had its flaws and was incomplete, with the right mindset, it can effectively exorcise special grade curses. Notably, Megumi hails from the prestigious Zenin clan, one of Jujutsu Kaisen's 3 major sorcerer families. He possesses the sacred 10 Shadows technique, an inherited power that enables him to summon 10 distinct Shikigami and store sacred weapons in his shadows. These abilities prove invaluable in his battles. Megumi likely possesses more potential than any other character outside of Jujutsu Kaisen's hero Yuji Itadori in the series Cursed Womb arcs. He is praised for his innate abilities by both Sukuna, who is the greatest cursed spirit, and Gojo, who is the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer. All of this adds up to Megumi's domain expansion, having some of the greatest potential in the entire series. Number 5. Hikari's Idle Death Gamble in Jujutsu Kaisen is a perplexing yet potent domain expansion. Idle Death Gamble takes the form of a giant pachinko machine that gives Hikari different bonuses and attacks based on what he spends. Getting a jackpot with this technique grants Hikari a brief period of time when he has access to nigh infinite cursed energy, which essentially makes him invincible. After that period ends, he can then initiate Idle Death Gamble again and start the whole process over. This ability to infinitely recur its technique is what makes Idle Death Gamble one of Jujutsu Kaisen's strongest domain expansions. Number 4. Mahito's self-embodiment of perfection in the intense battle between Mahito, Yuji, and Nanami. Viewers witnessed Mahito's remarkable growth firsthand, leading to the unveiling of his potent domain expansion. Despite his relative youth and immaturity among cursed spirits, Mahito's abilities make him exceptionally dangerous. His touch can manipulate souls, setting him apart from typical special grade cursed spirits. His domain expansion stands among Jujutsu Kaisen's most formidable, even though he is newer and less experienced compared to others like Jogo. Notably, Mahito, an unregistered special grade cursed spirit, possesses power equivalent to at least 3 of Sukuna's fingers. Even before his domain expansion, Mahito's natural ability is a one-hit knockout, which makes his domain expansion incredibly powerful. Fans are also clamoring for Mahito to get a focus episode due to his sheer ability and power, as well as his backstory. If not for Yuji's intervention, Mahito's domain expansion would have easily killed a grade 1 sorcerer like Nanami. Number 3. Kenjaku's Womb Profusion. Certainly, Kenjaku's domain expansion, Womb Profusion, remains shrouded in mystery, yet its terrifying potential is undeniable. Similar to Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine, this formidable technique lacks the need for a barrier. The power it wields, reminiscent of Kenjaku's mightiest curse, Uzumaki, ensures devastating, surefire hits on its unfortunate targets within range. Though briefly showcased, it is anticipated that Womb Profusion will unfold further in the series' climactic final battle, leaving viewers in awe of its dread-inducing capabilities. Number 2. Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine, Sukuna, the king of all curses, reigns supreme in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, making his entrance without any competitors. In this domain of curses and spirits, the strengths of other cursed spirits are merely measured in the count of Sukuna's fingers, a stark testament to his unparalleled might. Amidst this hierarchy of power, Mahito emerges as one of the most daring characters in the series. His audacious attempt to touch not only Yuji, but inadvertently, Sukuna showcases his superior abilities, which surpassed those of all other curses, and even most sorcerers. Sukuna was originally a human sorcerer who was so powerful that he was thought to be a demon. All of the sorcerers of the time had to combine their strength in order to defeat him. But Sukuna's power was so resistant that he was reborn as a cursed spirit, and his body was too durable to be destroyed. Mahito and Jogoko spend the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen plotting to get on Sukuna's good side and return all of his fingers. In the first Cursed Womb battle, Sukuna reveals his domain expansion and instantly defeats the special grade cursed spirit that overwhelmed Yuji and Megumi. Number 1. Satoru Gojo's Unlimited Void. Certainly, Gojo, a character in Jujutsu Kaisen, captivates audiences not just with his charm and appearance, but also with his unparalleled power. He's introduced as the strongest and boldly claims that defeating a fully revived Sukuna would be a little draining. In the series, intelligent cursed spirits are wisely cautioned to steer clear of Gojo, underlining the validity of his reputation. Like Megumi, Gojo possesses several inherited techniques such as 6 Eyes, which allows his cursed energy usage to be near infinite and limitless, which gives him control over space. In addition to these innate abilities, Gojo was also born with high intellect and superior strength, speed, and reflexes. In its reveal, Unlimited Void is so powerful that it renders the cursed spirit Jogo in a state of complete paralysis. Part of Jujutsu Kaisen's appeal is the complex nature of its power system. The domain expansion is a complicated technique that makes any fight that much more interesting. While not every character has access to one, those that do rank among Jujutsu Kaisen's strongest characters. Jujutsu Kaisen's strongest domain expansions truly do represent the Park of Power. So, what's your opinion on this? Tell me in the comment section. And thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing my channel for more awesome videos.